Holy crap, guys. I just got finished watching the Elimination Chamber. Whew! Gotta make a video about it. LJ's here. Hi, guys. And so's BJ.
What's up? How you doing?
That's a terrible voice. I gotta work on the BJ voice. But, yeah. Okay, so there were two reveals on the show. One, the what's in the crate reveal. And two, who the mystery man who's been attacking the Vision since Rumble, I believe, for a while now. After faking us out on SmackDown, that was not the guy. That was a fake out. They did another fake out on the show. But, rewind. We got to do the crate first, because that happened first. So, Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis are on the stage with the crate, with crowbars, acting like it was a struggle for them to open it. Okay. Pearce, I believe that a little bit with Pearce. But Aldis, nah, he's pretty strong. But, you know, they were doing it for dramatic effect. So, and then they open it, there's a casket. Just in there, there's a casket. It opens. And we hear, "So you've been cursed." And a music starts playing. Yeah, it's Mother freaking Danhausen, who has not been seen in months on WWE television. I mean, they gave him a cool ass. The crowd didn't really pop too much. I think it might have been out of shock. But it was pretty awesome. They had all these ladies come out in like Danhausen paint. And of course, he comes out. Of course. He goes over to the announce table and starts messing with Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. But Michael Cole was the one that acted more freaked out by it than Danhausen did. And why does I hate Danhausen? Jack, you baka. I mean, what I actually mean is, Wade Barrett. He didn't really act to it, but Michael Cole acted like he was a little freaked out by it. I love Danhausen. He's hilarious. So, now, I don't see him being a world champion or anything. Maybe an IC IC or US champion at some point, and maybe a tag. But he's a comedic guy. And he is hilarious. Like, even if you watch him, like, on YouTube, how he speaks and everything, it's just downright hilarious. So I'm not too worried that the crowd didn't react tonight to him. But, oh boy, did they react to the identity of the mystery man. I was not surprised. I kind of figured it was coming, because it made sense story-wise. But, let me get to it. First of all, on SmackDown last night, I didn't talk about this because, I was like, because I was waiting for a bigger reveal, because I kind of figured. Mystery Man comes out during Logan's match with Jacob Fatu. And they unmask him. But he looks different. Like, he's got the hoodie on and everything, the mask and all that. But he's got the sleeves rolled up, which I thought was odd because before this, he's never had his sleeves rolled up. So I was like, and when they revealed it that it was nobody important, I was like, okay, that's no biggie. So I'm like, okay, nobody important. It's a fake out. Darn it. So then, during the men's Elimination Chamber match, which Logan Paul was in, because he beat Jacob Fatu, Adam after Trick Williams is eliminated, spoiler, Trick Williams doesn't win the chamber. A little too early for him to be going for a world title. Just a little bit. He needs to get some other feuds underneath his belt before he gets to that. But he will eventually. Same with Javal Evans as well. Who also, as I said, spoiler alert, was eliminated. I'll get you the results of the matches here in a minute. If I can remember them. Alright. I think with only 4 matches on the card, I think I can remember them. But okay. So, they had another guy come out, and he's climbing on the cage for some odd reason. And he's pulled down by security and all that. It's another fake out. I don't know who this guy was either, but the first guy on SmackDown last night, ironically, was a member of Seth Rollins' school. His wrestling school. Suspicious? Yes. So, but they get him out of there, and another masked guy comes out. But this one looks a little more sure of himself. You know, like he actually knows what he's doing. Unlike the one from last night. And he super kicks Logan, and then curb stomps him. But that super kick looked pretty familiar. So he goes between the ropes, does not leave. Cody pins Logan, and then the reveal. Hood goes down, mask comes off. It's Seth freaking Rollins. I saw it coming, but still, it's Seth Rollins. He's back. And of course, the audience, the Wade Barrett was like, he's supposed to be recovering from soldier surgery. I mean, he might have freaking John Cena that shit. So, if you guys don't know what I mean, maybe I'll do another video some other time explaining. So, tell me in the comments if you don't know what I mean by John Cena and that shit. So, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so the match results were Rhea Ripley won the women's chamber match, which I was very surprised about. I didn't think they would give it to Rhea, but Rhea versus Jade? I'm down it. I'm down for it. Next up was the women's IC match. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. AJ Lee won in front of her hometown. Well, kind of her hometown. Technically, she's from New Jersey, but she's from Chicago now. She lives there with Punk. She's married to Punk. If you didn't know that, now you do. And next up after that was CM Punk versus Finn Balor. Punk, now Balor comes out to his normal entrance, which is still cool. It's great hearing that music back. Apparently I read that was actually not supposed to be a permanent thing. When he did that in Belfast, it was supposed to be a one and done thing, and he was going to go back to the Judgment Day music, but it's kind of like a Randy Orton situation where it went over so well that he's like, nope, can't change it. I'm keeping it. Which is good, because I do think he's going to be leaving Judgment Day here very shortly. So, it's a good thing he went back to his other music. I love that song, too. But, okay, so when Punk comes out, things go a little differently. You hear, first of all, the lights go out, which I'm like, what are they doing? Because, normally for Punk's entrance, lights don't go out. And the spotlights start going. You hear the theme music from the 90s Bulls. I don't know if they still use it or not, because I haven't watched a Bulls game in forever, and definitely haven't watched them doing the announcing. And then you hear the freaking Bulls announcers from the 90s. They did confirm on the announcer, and he's announcing CM Punk. Now, Balor, they didn't announce Balor when he came out, so it was a little weird. But, I mean, they called him Second City Saint, from Chicago, saying that he's the world champion, all that. I did hear somebody say CM sucks. Hey, not cool. Especially when you're in Chicago. Probably not a good idea. Funny, I call CM Punk that sometimes, but right now he's not CM sucks. He's CM Punk. In other words, he's being a good boy. But yeah, so CM Punk wins that match. I'm not really that surprised, unfortunately. But I don't think that's the end of Balor and WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure he's going to be on the Mania card. Probably facing Dirty Dom or Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio. Because Dom's not really that dirty. Oh, God. Jack, that joke was terrible. I know that joke was terrible. Thank you, LJ. She had to get her opinion on something. But yeah, so that was Elimination Chamber. As I said, I give it a thumbs up. That was a good-ass show. It was very short. It was only about 3 hours long, but a good-ass show. So I will catch you guys later. I'll try to think of other videos to do. When I think of something, I'll do one. Otherwise, Billy's going to be doing Billy gets to do most of the work. Alright. And maybe I'll get Angel to show up, do a video on her own. That'd be interesting. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.